Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my review of the 2015 NXT TakeOver London pre-show. My name is Gordon Masson, and I do want to give a shout out to Ashton from Eon, the Eon is a YouTube channel for that great joke there. Uh, Speaking of jokes, the show. Oh, Vince, what can you do to get that man over more? Oh man, I'm pretty sure Vince already broke his right arm jerking Roman off. Let's see what happens when he does with the left. And you know what? If you guys need me to explain more, let's get into this show and we'll figure it out. All right, people, what is going on here? I literally mean that as well when I ask that question to you guys and I ask that question in general. What the fuck? What just happened? Okay, so TLC, as you know, or as I refer to it as the NXT Takeover London pre-show. Um, this show. Let me explain this. The notable things and high points. High point number one, the opening match, New Day versus Lucha Dragons versus the Usos. I guess I'll even go to the pre-show. That wasn't like a major high point, but Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. I really not like oh my god this match was like but like I enjoy the two women and I enjoyed the little match they had here, and I you know what, and it's basic heel tactics. I don't want to say it was protecting. No, yeah, I can say it was protecting Becky to a degree because they, had Team Bad distract from each way. One way to attack Becky, one way to distract the ref, and then Sasha locks in the bank statement and makes Becky tap out. I guess I can accept that. And Sasha's the hometown girl, so of course they had to book Sasha on the pre-show last minute just to avoid in the title match. We want Sasha chance throughout that portion of the show because WWE really values that women's story so much, and it just shows tonight by them not dedicating themselves to making. We'll get there. We'll get there. Um, we'll get there. We will get there. Okay. Up next, we get the actual show, which is the Usos, the New Day, and the Lucha Dragons. Of course, you guys know I'm going to say I want anyone but the Usos to win this match because anyone but the Usos in this match I like. I like the Lucha Dragons. I like what they bring to the table. And I love and I absolutely adore the New Day. Now, everyone brought contrasting styles to this match. The New Day, they're do whatever it takes style to win the match. The Lucha Dragons, their high fly steal the show. I'm not gonna say like that's actual style, but their high flying is basically what brought them to the dance, and that's what they're here for. The Usos, I can basically say, is poor man's high flying. It's what they do, and it's just yeah. But there are a couple there was a lot I loved with this match. Kofi and Kalisto were not only the spot monkeys, but the actual monkeys in this match. Anytime one of them was climbing a ladder, you always see one of them spring off the ropes and then spring onto the ladder. Like because Kofi Kingston's a New Day, we forgot the one thing that he was great at was high flying and doing all this stuff because like Kofi's not like super duper high flying anymore, and we forget that because he actually has more of what's the right way I can form this? there's more to Kofi Kingston than just flying around nowadays. It's a totally different thing now. It's just like Kofi, you're different, and you're in the New Day. We embrace you. Um. Anyways, another major spot in this match I wanted to say to this, but I just had to say it. So there's a ladder wedged in between the announce table, not in between the announce table, in between the ladder and the in between the ladder that's standing up, which would be this hand, and then the apron, not the apron, I'm sorry, the middle rope. Ladder lodged between there, and then on top you have like maybe 5 feet higher. You have Kalisto and I think it was Biggie. It was either Biggie or Kofi battling it out, and then Salida Del Sol. He does a backflip and sits through the ladder with whichever New Day member it was, and it was. Shouts out to Kalisto. I was just sitting here like New Day's dead. New Day's dead. Like awesome. But at the very end of the day, New Day does go on to win this match because I think it was Kalisto was climbing the ladder and he was going to win the championships. The Usos were completely out of it. And Xavier Woods gets in the ring, throws a trombone at his back, and then Kofi pulls him down. Kofi and Xavier climb the ladder. And New Day retain the tag team championships. Now, with that being said, up next, not up next, they're just going to celebrate. Nothing really much to say here. But up next, we get, oh god, this match is a blur. These next two matches I didn't really pay attention to. We get, I don't, you know what, I'm just going to say it this way. We get Rusev versus Ryback. And yes, that actually is what was next. And holy crap, I just remembered another match that was on this card that I would have forgot to mention because of everything that's going down tonight. Whether it be good or bad, it seems I've thought it over and it's more bad than good. We'll get there when we get there. Rusev versus Ryback, nothing at all special here. Ryback succumbs to the Accolade 1-2-3, not 1-2-3, and taps out. That's that. That's the match. I have nothing to say about this match. It was your standard by the numbers match. It felt like a Raw match, and I don't like that kind of shit on pay-per-view. Like if the match feels like it's just like ordinary, has no meaning whatsoever, and this is only happening because you, like my girl, thinks you hit her but you didn't, and you feel bad that you were screwed out of a match. You solve that crap on Raw. You don't solve it on a pay-per-view. That's just like I'm pretty sure that's not just how I feel. That's how everyone feels. Like this match had no place on this card. Like just add a gimmick to it. Last year, you created a stairs match with Big Show and Eric Rowan. I don't know, maybe do it with Ryback and Rusev. Maybe that element works better with them. Because with Big Show and Eric Rowan, I said it last year, and I'll stand by it. It worked, the concept worked. The two guys that you used for it didn't work at all. Like, when you have two, you can, and this goes back to, I'm just preaching to the choir when I say this here. You have big men go at it in professional wrestling. They have to be two very special big men like Luke Harper and just Luke Harper versus Rusev. And I know what world would that happen in? I don't really know, but something. Those are two special big men I can bring up. If you put that match together, maybe it's not as bad. I don't know. You know, I'll even give Ryback credit. His best match of the year this year for me was against Roman Reigns. Against Ryback's best match of the year was against Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt actually had a good match with Ryback, and that was pretty entertaining for me. You know, until Ryback becomes champ a month later after Wyatt already beat him, and it shows that they have no storyline continuity on who deserves things and who doesn't. But hey, we just move on. What's next here? Wyatt. Oh, not Wyatt. But Rusev wins. Couldn't get any simpler than that. Next, we have a chairs match. And for those of you who have probably never heard of or seen or even remember the concept of a chairs match, you basically it's the same thing as a no disqualification match with chairs. You can grab other weapons, but the competitors are just too stupid within WWE logic to think I can grab another weapon and use it to my benefit. There are tables, ladders, and chairs all around me, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So, uh, up next, not up next, it's the chairs match, as I said. And you've got not Ryback, you got Jack Swagger versus Alberto Del Rio for the United States Championship. Nothing at all special about this match. They did nothing unique. And it just annoys the literal crap out of me. Like, it annoys me, and I'm fanboying Lucha Underground just like my tweet. I'm sorry. I tweeted Lucha Underground earlier, and basically the tweet said, dude, I can't wait to start reviewing Lucha Underground again. Hashtag Lucha Underground again. I love that promotion to death, dude. I can't wait till they get back. Oh my god, I gotta tweet them back. Thank you for favoriting my tweet. And you know, even tweeting them back, whoever gets mad at this and dislikes this video for that, I am sorry. But good wrestling is just, I just gush for it, okay? Like, I can't wait till NXT Wednesday. Speaking of which, with NXT, did you guys hear or even see any of the videos where Jason Jordan and Chad Gable were getting their names cheered for 10 straight minutes by the UK faithful? Do you know how incredible that is, dude? I'm sorry. The fanboy is gone. Okay. You know what? Much for liking my tweet. I really appreciate the content you guys put out, and I can't wait until it's back. Okay, guys. Where was it? Oh yeah, Dorito versus um Jack Swagger. The match I was just sitting here entertaining myself more with Pringles, just flipping and dipping and dipping Pringles around than actually watching the match. Del Rio wins with a double foot stomp to the chest. It wasn't like a coup de grace. It was, the usual hanging one where he just jumps down, except he does it into a pile of chairs, and that ends Swagger 1, 2, 3. Instead of hitting him with the super kicker, making him tap it. I mean, it's Jack Swagger, dude. Like, what credibility would you have to kill? Like, I mean, like, they're not gonna do anything with him. Like, everyone just likes chanting "We the People." They're not gonna take that in the sense that he's over, even though you did try and make this man a big deal at WrestleMania 29 in the match that he had against Del Rio. So, I mean, like, oh my God, I just remembered that just off of thinking about it. I didn't even, like, it didn't even come through my memory tonight to even know, wow, this was a World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. That was a thing. Yeah, it was. But with that being said, we move on. We move back forward. Okay. So, next, where we go from here is, the Wyatt family versus Team ECW. And let me just premise this by saying, good God, Braun Strowman is lucky he has a look about him. Other than that, he is green as geese shit, dude. Well, goose shit. Whatever the proper terminology is. I don't care. Point being, dude's green. It's bad. It's just, oh, cool. He's lucky he has a look about him, and he's lucky he's such a dominant presence, and he gets away with just tossing guys around and using that sleeper. Braun is one of those guys who doesn't have to do much because his look shows and does everything for him. So it's just like, okay. But the Wyatts do go on to win this. Eliminations first. Who was out first? Eric Rowan was out. 3D, I believe he got 3D through the table. Then I think Devon went out. Then this is the sweetest part of the match for me. Uh, Luke Harper with the dive outside the ring through the table on Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer's out. Devon was out, and then the Wyatt family just eliminated Bubba. Not Bubba. Bubba was last. Eliminated Rhino. No, they eliminated Dreamer, then Rhino, then Bubba. That's how it went down, and the Wyatt family wins it. The match wasn't really good at all. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The match wasn't really that good, but the Wyatts needed the win, and I'm glad they got the win. So thank freaking goodness for the Wyatt family. All right, now when are they gonna get destroyed again? They got built up. When are they gonna get destroyed again? All right then. So from here we move on, and we get where are we going next here? Oh, yeah, okay, so we're down to our final 3 title matches. Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Now, coming into this match, I even said yesterday on Wrestle Talk that Dean Ambrose would would win this match. Not win this match, lose this match. I was wrong. Ambrose won the match, and everyone I knew was freaking salty about it. I'm like, why are you guys, like, I'm probably being extremely biased. Like, I love Kevin to death. I own the man's shirt. But I'm just thinking, why are you guys all so, like, eh? I understand Ambrose deserves a higher slotted title, but, like, I don't want to say let's settle, because if I'm saying let's settle, I wouldn't hate Dolph Ziggler right now as much as I probably do. And I never thought I'd say, oh my god, I hate Dolph Ziggler. I mean, at one point, I thought Dolph Ziggler was like going to be top of the list. Just keep working your ass off, Dolph, and you'll be there. No, Dolph Ziggler is just going to be in Kofi Kingston territory until something happens to make creative change their mind on Dolph Ziggler. But I don't want Dean to be in that spot. Dean has just turned 30. He still has plenty of time to become world champion. Do I think it'll happen? No, that's expecting WWE to build somebody up to a standard that they would be world championship ability, world championship credible, which is just a joke to even say. With that being said, we move on to, well, not move on, but Ambrose goes on to win this match with, why is it? Yeah, Ambrose wins this match with Dirty Deeds. After Kevin Owens tried to pop a powerbomb, Ambrose leaps over him, attempts the Dirty Deeds again. Kevin Owens gets a finger on the ropes. And he just, yeah. Ambrose does eventually go on to win this match with the second Dirty Deeds. Kevin did get out of the first one just with a finger, a literal finger. Like, you see this pinky that I'm touching the camera with, just barely touching the camera. Yeah, that's how Kevin kicked out of that, and then gets hit with another Dirty Deeds eventually later in the match. And oh no, was it a Dirty Deeds or was it a roll-up? Either way, they were doing a lot of roll spots. Either way, Dean Ambrose was champion, and this is what I love about Dean. He sold the championship win. He sold the championship win like he just won a world championship. He grabs the title and goes diving into the first row. Like, just goes diving like, yeah, I just won the biggest thing of my life. I didn't even notice that. The Usos wore shirts out there right now that said, play hard in the paint. Like, really? Basketball references? Get out of here or something. Just get the fuck out of here. Oh, my throat hurts from yelling. Oh, my God. Ambrose goes on to win this match. Dirty Deeds for the finish. Or roll-up. I don't really remember what happened there. But Dean goes on to win. He's your new IC champion. This completely caught me off guard. This is the second thing in the show out of like 9 that can actually get me excited. I'm like, oh my god, Dean Ambrose did something sweet. But yeah, that's something that happened. That's definitely something that just happened. And then the eventual ending of it all, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with Dean winning. Like, yeah, but at some point, this better lead to him getting a world championship, and just not like. in a sense, though, it also does feel like they hit the restart button on Dean Ambrose and they're relaunching, like not relaunching Dean Ambrose, but I don't know what they're gonna do after tonight's events. He could lose a championship tomorrow, which like I am going to watch Raw review it. Absolutely not, but watch it, yes, because I really want to know what happens and what falls out with this. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I may not like watch Raw on a consistent basis anymore or review it, but I do stay in the know. I do want to know what's happening and what WWE calls their major angles because I don't want to fall out of touch with the brand and the product. I like to stay in touch and in the know. What's next here? Oh yeah, Charlotte versus Paige, and Charlotte wins this match via Ric Flair helping cheat by taking off the middle turnbuckle pad, which leads to Paige getting her head shoved into it, and then it leads to what did Paige hit? Oh yeah, middle turnbuckle, and then just pins her from there. 1, 2, 3. Charlotte wins. The match wasn't really that good for me. I mean, like, I feel like I say this every pay-per-view review. I'm waiting for that NXT-styled women's match. But I know it's just not going to happen. I'm asking for too much. But at the end of the day, Charlotte goes on to win. You see her backstage celebrating Ric Flair, and she's like, Becky, aren't you glad I won and not Paige? She's like, yeah, I'm glad you won. I'm just not happy about the way you did it. And Becky, from there, just like, yeah, okay, that was a thing. She's like, come on, let's go party. And they do the whole PCB thing, and it's like, yeah, Pinky swears. Becky's like, not really. And it's also worth noting during that match, the highlight of that was that Team Bad was dressed up as PCB, and Tamina, if you ever dress up as Becky Lynch again, I will stab you so far down your throat. You shoot the knife out, and it makes you bleed. No one heard that. Becky, just yeah. Charlotte wins. That's really about it. Nothing really for me notable about this match other than Paige. I like that she pulled out the figure 4 in this match to just taunt Ric Flair. I really wish she would have bridged into the figure 8, but a man could only dream, especially with Paige. Paige. Yeah. So I'm guessing they just move. Like I'm guessing Becky's next for the championship, and sadly Becky will probably lose to Charlotte. And I say that because I'm a Becky Lynch guy first, because I love Becky Lynch and the style she wrestles. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. It was in the pre-show that Paul Heyman said he has yet to scratch the surface with Becky Lynch, and she has yet to scratch the surface. And Heyman has talked about Becky he wants her to be some kind of Paul Heyman girl, and I know it's just all talk, and I know it's tweeting, because he talked about Finn Balor like that in NXT, and Finn Balor is still in NXT, and Heyman has talked about him like that, and Heyman has always said he's been a big Finn Balor guy, and he's become even bigger, and it's they've had zero interaction, but yet he's not on the main roster yet, so can't say that, but at the same time, it's I hope Becky becomes the first Paul Heyman girl. Becky or Asuka, because if Becky Lynch or Asuka can become the next Paul Heyman girl, yes, just yes. Okay, Becky or Asuka, just remember that, Paul. You know what I mean, Paul. I'll hit you up on Twitter. But we'll move on to the main event, and this is just fucking goddamn, dude. No. Roman Reigns is a Sheamus in a ladder match. I just hate how annoyingly stiff Roman Reigns is, okay? And people are like, oh my god, here you go with your Roman hate. No. You're going to sit here, you're going to listen to me hate on Roman Reigns. Now, he ran at Sheamus. Like, no, Sheamus ran at him to start the match, and then Sheamus, his jaw just gets completely he just. I'm pretty sure Sheamus is like, like on the inside, because he didn't show it. He's like, oh, God, you stiff piece. Ah. Okay, this is a Family Guy. But, this match was your standard WWE ladder match, just back and forth, a couple of table spots. I mean, like, there was nothing really special about this match. Like, but when this match started getting interesting to me is when the crowd started chanting, "We want Cena." They chanted, "We want Cena." That should tell you, and it is Boston too, it is his hometown, but that should tell you the state of where the product is and what's going on right now. Then they chanted, "We want Rollins," who's injured and they know can't come back. Then there were Daniel Bryan chants. Then there were NXT chants. And there were also boring chants at some points during this match. But no one was liking this match. No one was liking this match at all. And then they tried the Samoan drop through the ladder spot. That just didn't really work for me. It was just bad. I'm sorry. And from there, we got Roman Reigns. Basically, okay, so when Roman was on the verge of winning, League of Nations comes out, saves Sheamus, gets Roman off the ladder. Roman starts beating all of them up. Eventually, Rusev tries to put him in the accolade. Roman slides out of it. Superman punches him, gets back in the ring, and then just, But after that, bro kick, Sheamus grabs the title, the Roman is so close to getting it. And then after that, the League of Nations puts Sheamus up on their shoulders, like, yeah, you won the match! And then Roman Reigns goes absolutely freaking psycho, man, and just attacks everyone in sight. Well, not everyone in sight, I'm overdoing that, but all the League of Nations, and then just beats Sheamus up with a chair, and then Triple H comes out, tries to stop it, tries to take off his tie, get in the ring, and then Roman Reigns attacks Triple H after Roman Reigns is just, like, Triple H is just checking on Sheamus. And Triple H is selling for this man like he's a 25-year-old man. He's selling the beating from Roman Reigns like, oh my God, this man is devastatingly, like, he hits like a devastating monster. Like, oh my God. Like, Triple H was just selling. He got beat up incredibly bad. And this is just writing Triple H off of TV so he can go to London and get ready for TakeOver. And it's just like, okay, I see you, Triple H. And he's like, this is like, he was selling for him like, okay, like, we need to get this man over. Like, it was like, we need to get this man over now. Triple H, Hunter, go out there and sell a beating from this man. All right, but just if we're having a match, I go over at Mania. But I go over at Mania. All right, Triple H, whatever you think. God damn it, Roman's going over at Mania. Don't tell him. That's how that goes. But Roman just beats the living crap out of Triple H. Powerbombs him on the announce table. It didn't break. But then he gets on the regular announce table because he powerbombed him on the Spanish announce table and jumps off into like one of those makeshift elbows you see on like a television show. Like, yeah. And then just from there, elbows him through the table. Like, just, poor Triple H, man. I feel for that man. I feel for him bad. God, he really just got torn apart tonight. And I'm sitting here with a box of vanilla wafers and those Pringles I had, and just throwing my snacks all up in the air. Just like, what, like, are you really trying hard to get this man over? Like, Boston was chanting, thank you, Roman, for assaulting Triple H. And then after that, Roman walks up the ring. Then he spears him on the floor. Like, come on, dude, really? Like, you don't win. And, like, they're trying to, and, like, commentary was even playing this man off. It's like an underdog. Like, Daniel Bryan never beat up Triple H until the go-home show before Mania. And then even at that, Daniel Bryan, that was his revenge after he got beat up by Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, like 2 or 3 different occasions. You don't sell a man as an underdog like this. Roman Reigns is going to get fired. He's going to come back into a Rumble. He's going to win the Rumble, and Vince is going to expect the fans to respect him and like, oh my god, this man is so great. Like when Vince isn't lazy, I'll give the man his due. When Vince is not lazy, he actually wants to put effort into something. He can think of something like this, but then it comes down to someone that no one ever likes, and then he's just, God, this man's gonna make money beside himself. Why am I doing this? Why am I sitting here raging over Roman freaking Reigns? This man is one of the sole reasons I don't. I'm losing. Oh my God, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Oh, Gordon, calm down. You're getting lightheaded. Oh. Roman Reigns is the sole purpose of why people are completely frustrated with the product. If your name's not Roman Reigns, you're not the character. If your name's not Roman Reigns, you cannot invoke emotion within people. Those are the thoughts that Vince McMahon has. Those are the reasons that the product is bad. Those are the reasons that the ratings are down. And like, it's not all Roman Reigns' fault. Yes, but Vince consistently thinking, what's Roman doing next, what's Cena doing next, are the sole two purposes that no one else gets any creative thought thrown into them, gets any actual time to develop themselves as a character or anything. Because it's always, if Reigns isn't, if you guys aren't cheering Reigns, you guys won't get anything that'll satisfy you. Like, dude, I dread whenever this man comes on my TV. Like, I think I addressed this with you guys on Wrestle Talk. If you didn't watch that, then I'll address it with you here now. The man called Sheamus Tater Tots. And then on the ramp, when he was beating him up tonight, he called him Tater Tots. What more? Suffering Succotash, Superman, Locomotive, Building. What more can I say? Dude. Oh, my God. Vince McMahon's going to make money despite himself. At the end of the day, you know what? But I've described this. He beat the hell out of Triple H, and I guess this is writing him off of TV because he has to go to London for NXT Takeover, London this Wednesday, where of my WWE TLC review, aka NXT Takeover London pre-show. Let's thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that WWE goodness on my channel. Remember to follow me on Twitter at FightMasterFight if you want to see all my tweets, including the ones on Lucha Underground. Kindly, and I mean kindly, yeah. They kindly, liked, and the ones that I put out for them and toward them earlier today. Schedule this week. Gaming and all that crap, that'll happen as it happens. You guys know the drill with that. Oh yeah, if you didn't hear today too, the Bills are out of the playoffs, so I'm just gonna be doing all the playoff chase. So I'm just gonna be playing Madden whenever and just finishing out that franchise mode. There's no point in me playing every single Sunday until whenever and whatever happens. So I guess franchise will be over sooner than even expected. I guess it depends on who you are. It's not even worth mentioning, but wrestling wise, NXT Takeover London Wednesday at 5 p.m. WWE, not WWE, like Ring of Honor Final Battle, the biggest show of the year for them, is going to be on Friday. I'll be watching that, and that's gonna be it for the week. So we got two other major pay-per-view / live special events that'll be coming, and I can guarantee you they'll both be good. So you know what? At the end of the day, I'm just gonna thank you guys for watching this edition of my TLC / NXT Takeover London pre-show review, and I will see you guys next time. I've been Gordon Maston. That has been wrestling. thank you guys for watching.
See ya!